Stop. Look around your room. Too much stuff? Clothes you don't wear. Books you don't touch. Tools you don't even know why you bought. The world tells us more is better. But is it really? The Amish live by another rule. Less is not loss. Less is freedom. And maybe, just maybe, their way of decluttering holds the secret to a calmer soul. Stay with me. This is not about throwing junk. This is about life itself. 1. The quiet rebellion against excess. The modern world is loud. Too loud. Walk into any house in the city and you will see shelves bending with things. Shoes that no one wears. Jackets with price tags still hanging. Plates stacked up like trophies. People keep buying because they feel they must. Because advertising whispers and neighbors show off and silence feels uncomfortable without things to fill it. But the Amish live differently. Their lives move at another rhythm. A quieter one. They choose not to drown in stuff. They resist. It is a rebellion, yes, but not with fists or protests. Their rebellion is soft. It isn't saying no when the world screams yes. And this quiet rebellion, this refusal to worship possessions, is stronger than many loud voices you hear outside. 2. Simplicity as a spiritual discipline. For the Amish, decluttering is not just about tidying up. It is a way of the soul. Possessions can become idols. Too many things can choke faith, can choke the mind. They believe that every chair, every tool, every plate should have a place and a reason. No more, no less. When the home is lighter, the spirit is lighter. They feel closer to God when their hands are not tied down by stuff. It's not about style. It's not about trends like minimalism you see online. It is discipline, spiritual discipline, to let go of the things that whisper pride, to hold on only to the things that whisper usefulness. That's the difference. Their simplicity is not empty. It is sacred. 3. Homes built on purpose, not decoration. An Amish home is not bare, but it is not crowded either. It feels intentional. There's a sturdy wooden table in the center. Strong, built to hold the weight of family dinners, laughter, and prayers. Chairs around it, warm but steady. A quilt folded at the side. Hand-sewn, carrying warmth in its stitches. What you will not see is a wall covered in random frames bought at a mall, or shelves filled with plastic souvenirs from trips they never took. Each item in that home tells a story. It earns its place. Decoration for the sake of showing off? That's not their way. Their homes teach us that beauty is not about how much we own. It's about how much meaning each thing carries. 4. Work rooted in necessity, not novelty. In their world, novelty is not king. Necessity is. If a tool works, you keep it. You sharpen it. You fix it. You don't throw it out because a new shiny version appears in a catalog. A shirt with a tear? You mend it. A chair with a crack? You glue and sand it until it stands again. Modern life throws away too quickly. The Amish don't. They stretch the life of what they own. They use their hands more than their wallets. That's why their barns stand for decades. That's why their kitchens are still functional without every new gadget. They live with a kind of respect for objects. A respect that says, you serve me, I will care for you. No waste, no chase for novelty, just necessity, simple and clear. 5. Community over consumerism. Here's the thing. The Amish don't live alone in their choices. Their whole community is tied into it. One family does not need to own every single tool, because the neighbor has one, and he will share it. If a barn must be raised, men gather. If quilts must be stitched, women gather. This shared life cuts down the hunger for more, because what is mine is often ours, and what is ours is enough. Compare that with modern life, where even neighbors living side by side barely talk. Everyone hoards their own possessions because they fear asking, fear leaning on others. Consumerism replaces community. But the Amish flip that around. They build trust first, and trust makes clutter unnecessary. 6. The freedom of owning less. More stuff, more problems. It's true. You buy something new, and suddenly it needs space, cleaning, repairing, money to replace when it breaks. It ties you down quietly. Chains made of clutter. The Amish cut those chains. They own less, so they move freer. They don't waste hours rearranging closets. They don't drown in debt chasing bigger and shinier things. Their freedom is not loud. It's in the space to sit at dinner without phones buzzing. It's in walking fields without worrying about bills stacked from shopping. Owning less means breathing more. People outside look at them and think poor, but inside their simple homes, you see at peace. A freedom you rarely find in rooms filled with too much. 7. Teaching the next generation. Children in Amish homes learn early. They learn not by lectures, but by example. They see their fathers repairing tools instead of tossing them. They see their mothers sewing dresses with patience instead of rushing to buy cheap ones from stores. Their toys are often wooden blocks, dolls stitched by hand, wagons carved from wood. Simple, yet these toys carry imagination. They carry lessons. Kids don't measure themselves by what they own, but by how they use what little they have. This teaching shapes their minds differently. They grow up not greedy for more. They grow up steady, rooted. Modern kids sometimes drown in piles of toys and still feel bored. Amish kids with fewer things grow rich in imagination. That's the hidden wealth passed down. 8. Decluttering as a daily practice. Here's what makes Amish simplicity different from trendy minimalism. It's not a project. It's not a weekend purge. It's a daily rhythm. Every day, choices matter. Do we buy this? No, we don't need it. Do we fix this? Yes, because it still has life. A kitchen shelf does not overflow because things are constantly questioned. A barn is not filled with broken junk because things are either repaired or let go. Their simplicity is not once and done. It's ongoing, like breathing. They don't brag about decluttering. They just live it, day after day. And because of that, clutter never gets the chance to pile up and choke them. 9. The soulful space that simplicity creates. Silence has a sound. You feel it in Amish homes. A calmness, because the rooms are not busy with objects shouting for attention. There is space. Air feels different. Time feels slower. Conversations stretch longer. Even prayer feels deeper. This is the reward of decluttering. It opens space not just on the floor, but in the heart. Modern clutter crowds the soul. It makes you restless even when you sit still. But the Amish live in a simplicity that heals. Their spaces remind us we don't need more to feel whole. We need less. We need space. We need room for what really matters. 10. A lesson for the modern world. So what does all this mean for us? It means we have a choice. We can keep running after things, filling our homes, filling our lives, and still feel empty. Or we can pause, step back, learn from the Amish. Their way is not about rejecting beauty or living cold. It's about intention, about asking, do I really need this? Do I really want this burden? Possessions are tools, nothing more. Not trophies, not gods. The Amish remind us that beyond possessions lies something better. Soulful living. Living where peace is worth more than a shiny gadget. Where love is richer than a crowded room. And where simplicity is not poverty, but freedom. So here's the question. Are you living or are you just storing? The Amish show us that beyond possessions lies peace. Their homes breathe, their hearts breathe, and ours could too, if we dare to let go. Not tomorrow, not someday, but now. Simplicity is waiting, and freedom comes with it. This was Rustic Pantry, where stories of simple living find a place. Until next time, keep it simple, keep it real, and keep it soulful.